I'm Evan, head of engineering for RMSTATOR. We're going to do a quick video showing you how to use our peak voltage adapter. So we sell lots of these and we get questions sometimes on how to use them. And I've seen online there's some mixed information about how to use this kind of tool. So I want to just answer the question, show you how to use it. It is easy and it can answer an important question about whether or not your pickup coil or a source coil is working. So it's called a peak voltage adapter because it's going to measure and basically store or hold the peak voltage to allow a multimeter to be able to read it. So you need our peak voltage tool, and again, it's an adapter for a multimeter, so you do already have to have a multimeter. We sell a meter packaged with this, or you can use your own. You will connect it, first of all, to your meter to the same terminals you typically use. The black will go to common or ground in the center, usually, on most meters, and the red will go to the volt and resistance and continuity terminal, usually on the right side of your meter. So that's, can't say true for everyone, but most meters will be set up this way. Then you want to turn your dial or selector to voltage into DC voltage settings. So I've seen confusion online about that. You definitely are measuring DC voltage. So the way this tool works, it's pretty simple. It has a capacitor inside of it, and what it's going to do is capture the highest voltage produced by any sort of coil and charge the capacitor to that voltage. Then we can read the voltage on the multimeter. So this is a useful tool to see if a pickup coil is working that produces our timing pulse, because if we just tried to measure the voltage across that coil while it's pulsing, cranking the engine, that pulse happens so fast and so quick that it's not enough time typically for a meter to react and show you a usable number. So you use a peak voltage adapter to store and hold that voltage and give you a reasonable reading that your meter can capture. So if you look down here, you'll see I've unplugged the pickup coil connector. So that's what we typically use to test these, is the pickup coil, pulsar coil, timing coil that's triggered off of your flywheel. I have my meter connected just with some clip leads here so I don't have to hold it to 2 wires from the pickup coil. Now this bike is a older Kawasaki W650. It actually uses 2 pickup coils. Each cylinder has its own trigger. So the other pair of wires in this connector would just be the pickup coil for the other cylinder. I just picked one of them. I'm going to get the same reading from either one. So I've connected across the 2 wires from the pickup coil, and my leads down here are connected to the multimeter leads. Again, just using clips so I don't have to hold it. We're running up here to our peak voltage adapter, and then we're running into our multimeter, and we're set to DC voltage. So now I'm going to go ahead and crank the engine over, and you'll see what happens on the meter. So you'll see that jumped up to 4.5, 5 volts. And now it's declining as that capacitor discharges through the coil. But as I crank again, you'll see the voltage jump up as the coil charges the capacitor. So you typically won't get a specification in a service manual telling you what this number should be. However, just a rule of thumb, you will typically measure for about 4 to 5 volts DC on any good working pickup coil. So I'd always start by testing your pickup coils with the resistance test, because that's what your service manual will give you a spec for. That's what our website gives a spec for. However, as a secondary test or trying to rule out a deeper problem, this is a great tool. And again, you're looking to measure typically 4 volts or so DC. So I hope that helps. Check out rmstator.com, like and follow us, and we'll see you next time.